the 4 different schools, how different they are, but how important they've been to Boston over the course of their many, many years. Harvard, the Brahmins and the founders, and Boston College, the Catholic immigrants, Northeastern, the bootstrap kids who work their way through and do it the hard way, and BU is the great melting pot. It's the most diversified student body in the entire country. They're so different, but to them, the sport of hockey is all very important. And then when they get together every year, I just envision it as Boston coming together and saying, hey, world, this is what we are.
Boston is a city of neighborhoods. It's a city of corners, you know. What corner do you find? And I think the thing about the Beanpot is everybody knows everybody else. They all know where they go to school. They never let you forget it, especially if you lose the thing. And they say the thing is, it's great to win the Beanpot, but the most important thing is to not lose it, because you'll never hear the end of it. And even if you went on to win the ECACs or Hockey East or the NCAAs, somebody was going to say, yeah, but you didn't win the Beanpot.
You win that Beanpot, and I don't care what kind of a year you had. If you had a very average or poor year, everyone thought you were great because you won the Beanpot. The Beanpot, you know, it covered a multitude of sins in the whole year if you could win that Beanpot.
I can remember the butterflies today in anticipation of the games, and would sit up if we had the second game and watch the first game, and you'd work up to it, and the next thing you knew, you were on the ice, and there were 13,909 in the stands, and I don't think it's equaled anywhere else in the world.
Hockey mowed the dub. Nothing more, nothing less.
Leave nothing to chance now. You control your destiny out here.
Very good chance and work hard. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. The teams are ready.
When you're playing in front of 14,000 people at the Garden, it's sort of, you know, it's sort of intimidating the first time you're out on the ice and you look up and everybody's screaming and yelling. And, you know, I went there as a kid, so I know what the atmosphere is like in the stands, but to actually be on the ice, it was tough to concentrate the first couple shifts.
Even now in the Fleet Center, one of the first things that pops out is that it's a huge building, and you know that the stage that you're about to go on to is bigger than what you're used to. It's kind of like, you know, this is the show, this is Broadway.
I think it's a more difficult task getting a ticket for the Beanpot than getting a ticket for the World Series or the Super Bowl. It's amazing. Wow.
And the rivalry is just, you know, be it on ice or off ice, people like to excel when they go to battle. That's really what the whole thing's about. But it's friendly, it's competitive, and when the games are over, you're still friends.
The camaraderie of going back to Beanpots now and seeing guys you graduated with, players that you played with and against, it's just something that, it's a reunion of Boston.
You know, we used to say back years ago, nobody knew of it outside of 128. Then it got to 495. Now it's right across the nation. Everybody talks about the Beanpot at some time or another during those 2 weeks.
That's the Beanpot. That's what? A ray of hope? Is it a dream? It's something you never forget.